Yeah, this is Fresh Air on another one. Hey, glad you could make it. I just want to say thank you to a lot of people today showing a lot of love in different areas, even though it may seem like people don't have it in their lives at this very moment. People try to extend a little gratitude to brothers around the neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Trying to bring love and respect, because we all come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different skin color, but we got to stop putting that in the way to come together and unite. Together, we can be strong with the mental ability to lift another brother up. A kind gesture and talk with the brother is a good thing because you guys get to understand from where your cultures come together. They always say, don't talk politics or religion. What are we doing all the time? We're talking politics and religion. What are we good at? What do I like to talk about? What's on my heart? I had a good time talking with some people I like to thank, because it shows that a little bit of push forward, in a positive direction, showing people that we understand we have disagreements and we sometimes don't get hurt. You got to make sense of things. Sometimes things don't make sense, but they make sense when you're having a conversation with people and you're just trying to show a helping hand to understand that we all could do a little better in our lives. We have to go after the things that we have to start realizing there has to be a common understanding here. We have hardworking American people working their butts off day in and day out, trying to keep their job so they can keep their house, so they can keep their car. One paycheck away from a disaster. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are on layaway. A lot of things are also on, credit. So a lot of people's cars and everything, a lot of it's flashy and all that, but sometimes we get a little ahead of our means and we don't realize that we got to start looking out for ourselves to understand what's really going on. How can we help the community to make a better understanding that collectively as a community we can unite. Unite to a positive love and respect. We're not about all things go, no. We're about a helping hand. We understand. We can't have all these catastrophes all the time, but we're going to try. We're going to try our best. Because what's been done has already been done before. What's been thought has already been thought before. So a lot of times we are in our own disagreements, in our own intellect. So what happens is we like to applaud other people for doing good in their lives. Well, we could be very well in a different feeling because we understand. What I mean by understand, we all have an understanding that we all come from different parts of life, streets or not, hard ego or not. We got to understand where our soul is in our ego and where that plays a part in our daily lives. And the things we're chasing and doing things every day, you got to start questioning, do I want to feel like this? Can I do this? Am I confident enough to do this? Is it within my money to do what God is asking me to do? And that is speak out loud. Make sense of things when they don't make sense. Understand that we're going to have our common understanding that a lot of things you might see and they're narrating it different. It's like, how am I supposed to understand if you're telling me something I can see with my plain eyes? And I can put my own discernment together and realize my own understanding of what's going on. There's good on both sides. You have to understand. Now there's sadness in how our taxes is taking over our lives. The real hardworking people work hard and they get taxed. We have to understand that lowering the tax, just like Trump's saying, is going to put money, influx, back into small mom and pop stores, and we're going to start having smaller businesses again. People that actually care about their community. You know what I'm saying? People care, but you know what I'm saying? How can you tell people to care if they don't understand what care is even? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say is, some people, this is their first time ever hearing a motivational speaker. You know, Fresh Air is always trying to be on an intellect where I'm trying to expand my understanding of where my purpose and what I do can help either facilitate other people to get in action, to do a good deed for other people, because the seed gets planted and people start realizing, wow, I'm doing that all on my own. I don't need a whole village, but I need just a little bit of help. Because you can turn the dial from understanding things. If we go like 30 days of understanding things a certain way, it's going to be hard to break that habit. You know what I'm saying? 30 days is a habit. You're going to see results in 3 days, and then 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, and then your results is you'll forget that you even do it. The mindset of being focused in the moment gives you that motivation to help people understand. I understand. I can't take away their sorrows and pains, but I understand. And we can come to understand that bringing the light to the industry is a need. People prayed for that. People have been always praying for that. Bring light back to the industry. We got to have our place too. And there's time where, enough's enough. I've been sitting back and just watching all this. I don't even know what to make sense of half this stuff. The Olympics doesn't exist, but then it does. You know what I'm saying? One side says it was a catastrophe opening. They had a narrative that, who are the acting people on that? Like, what are you doing? Like, who? Y'all understand that you're trying to make it cool to be, you know what I'm saying? Delusional or like statement. What I'm saying is the opening Olympics was a catastrophe. I don't even have any care in the world to even watch the replay. But see, that's where the news is. What if it was the Last Supper bringing people together? But who knows? We have to understand that pronouns, like Trump said, it has to go. Pronouns just confuse the fuck out of people. There's man and woman. If you're listen. If you are who you are genetically, X, Y, whatever, how are you supposed to be boxing in a match with a woman if you're a man? That's not fair. I watched on national television. The Olympics allowed this. They should have disqualified immediately. If you want your biased opinion, thinking that the American or the world wants to see that you're being very condescending, allowing these freak shows to allow, listen, I don't have to 24/7 hear about it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not me, it's not a part of me. It's not a part of God's plan. And if the ruckus continues, things get canceled. People lost money on that. People had no memories of the opening because of that. It was beautiful by other means, but that's what clouded the whole opening ceremony. Where's God and trust and love and saying, all right, nah, man, every single one of you just wanted a role in the Olympics? You're acting. You're paid actors. I get that. But what's in your soul? Think about that. What's in your soul? Is there a soul? We can love ourselves if we start believing in ourselves. If we can feel that others are trying to do the same, is trying to get our mind on a better level where we can understand at least, get away from all the blaming and start putting no blame, just trying to be a neutral understander where you have two sides and you understand things from all different perspectives. It gives you that understanding that we got to get united. We gotta save our democracy. We all have our love and respect that we deserve, you know. And taxes is hurting our families. It's hurting our food on the table. Now, malnutrition, you know what I mean? Like, we can't afford good food. Why is that? I think it should be the other way. Good food should be more affordable. There should be oranges free. There should be, you know what I'm saying? There should be already down the food chain automatic items that is automatically offered that you'll never go hungry. The planet has plentiful of opportunities with people in agriculture and other areas that I know I could be a good influence for people to be understanding that we got to take care of our agriculture too. We understand that our agriculture is what keeps the food on the table. The basic stuff, beans, carrots, corn, eggs, milk, all sorts of dairy stuff, cheese. You know, there's things that we cherish along the way in our lives. We see them as pastimes in our lives. We experience. If you were in the Midwest, you experience the cultures. Just like if I was in Poland, I would experience that culture. If I was in Russia, I would experience that culture. If I was in other countries, I would experience that culture. I'm here to help, guide, and respect. I understand the world is a fucking dangerous place. And we gotta come together with the understanding, like, we gotta make sense of the ruckus. Because I don't know, God, you're saying it's okay to do what you're doing. It's not okay on our side with the divine and the collective community. We understand that love and respect are common ground, that we gotta get united. A clarity of what's right and what's wrong. Because a lot of things are very unclear of what can be said and not said on the news that can influence millions of people. You gotta understand that. The best way I could say it is start being honest with yourself. Be accountable for your own actions and understand the things that you get and indulge in is your energy. Your energy that you put in to that issue or thing, your topic or something you talk about and it spins on your brain. You want to figure out the code. You want to crack the code, whatever it is. You want to figure it out life. You want to make sure that every day you're trying your best. Even though you feel like you're slipping away. But you believe in yourself. God is love and respect. And He's always going to be there for you. You can believe in a higher self with a consciousness being focused in the moment. I understand that we all have our differences in how we think and how we use our tools in the day, from a day-to-day basis. Our love and respect comes with our gratitude of giving back to the community, even at whatever cost. Meaning, I do this out of the kindness of my heart. Even though I'm not getting paid like some people, I didn't get none of that pie. Millions of dollars. And the only thing you can do is nothing, not even repay. See, I'm going to continue being and believing in you that you're going to do the right thing. Eventually, say, you know what? Here you go. Because then I have now the venue and the things to do and the people that I can start networking and working a kaleidoscope of ways we can influence our youth. Our youth needs help. We need to love and respect their understandings of where they're coming from too. As adults and elders, we have things we have to come to understand. I pray that no weapons formed against you will prosper. I pray that you will find discernment in what I talk about. And I will promise that whatever doesn't resonate with you, you can pass along. God bless.